Hey, OKCPS team and family, this is Autumn Browning, and I'm here to explain the Week 4 Continuing Learning Packets for English 2. Once you get logged into okcps.org and you click on the English 2 instructional materials, you'll be pulled to a page that looks like this. Just like last week, this week we want you to be doing one reading and one writing activity every single day. In addition, we want you to be doing 1 to 2 vocabulary, 1 to 2 research and test prep activities, and 1 to 2 multimodal and speaking and listening activities per week. Your reading activities options this week include choosing a News ELA article. So once you get logged into News ELA, you'll get pulled to a page that looks something like this. And once you click on News specifically, sorry, my computer is running a little slow, all the different articles, they'll pop up for you. If I choose this article, I'll go ahead, I'll read the article, and then over to the right, there's a section that says activities, and these are writing and quiz activities that all build on your reading comprehension. If you'd like to choose the district's pre-selected article, that is Teen Pilot Breaks World Record. Once you scroll and you read the article, there are also multiple choice questions at the bottom. You also have the option of using your Metropolitan Library login through OneCard to read any books, magazines, comic books, articles, anything that you find interesting. OneCard had a login with that is that you use your student ID number as your username, and your password is your last name just as appears in the district's gradebook, the Infinite Campus. Other options for reading this week include a Common Lit short story called The Faith Cure Man. Remember with Common Lit that you have annotation tools and you can mark up your text just like you would if you had the paper copy. There are also guiding, assessment, and discussion questions that follow. Another option is a short play, Trifles, and this is also found on Common Lit. Again, you can use your annotation tool, your guiding questions, assessment questions, as well as your discussion questions. For your reading activity, or excuse me, your writing activities this week, be sure to try to fill at least a full page of writing. You can choose from this blog again, and you can choose something that seems interesting to you, or you can pick one of the pre-selected writing prompts that the district has provided. Other options for writing are including a 20-word summary of what you read, or talking about the theme of faith and what it means to you. You also can analyze what faith means in The Faith Cure Man. Other options are after reading the one-act play Trifles, you can write a scene of your own. You can add the scene to the beginning, the middle, or the end of the play, and you want to use the same writing style or format that plays follow. And lastly, this is an exciting one. There is an essay contest sponsored by OG&E that students can win up to a $100 gift certificate. So you have 3 essay prompts. Once you go on here, it gives you kind of all the specifics about age ranges and how to submit your application. But your essay prompts can be about these 3 topics. So the first is, how has the pandemic changed the way you think about social interaction and going to school? What is something positive that has or could come out of this experience? And this can be about your family, you, or your community. And what have you learned about yourself during this quarantine? This is due April 30th, so you don't have much time to submit this one. Other options for your vocabulary activities include doing an online vocabulary test that prepares you for the ASVAB, which is the military entrance exam. So these are highly tested words on the ASVAB that you will see. And then for more information about just what the ASVAB test is, here's the link for that as well. Other options for vocabulary are spending 15 minutes playing on vocabulary.com, and there's a bunch of different games that you can choose from on here. You also have the option of taking a Quizlet, and this is vocabulary specific to the short story, The Faith Cure Man. Other options that you have are defining the following terms associated with a drama and drawing a picture of each word. So those words are stage directions, antagonist, protagonist, dramatic irony, and dialogue. For your research and test prep activities, you can use some time practicing the ACT Academy website. Once you get logged onto this, there are 4 different sections of tests that you can take, and all of these are directly correlated and how the questions would appear on the ACT. So if I chose Explore Reading, it'll even break down further the different skills that are tested on the ACT for reading. So if you know you need more practice with craft and structure, you could start there. There are a lot of different options. Other options you have for research and test prep would be thinking about the themes and the authors that you have read this week. Are there other titles written by the same author or about the same theme that might interest you? And you can create a list for your future reference. The other thing you can do is research the author of The Faith Cure Man, which was Paul Laurence Dunbar, and write 10 facts about him and his style of writing. Lastly, you can go ahead and research Suzanne Glaspell, who was the playwright who wrote Trifles, and you can go ahead and think about her life and research a little bit more about who she was, and research the topic of feminism from 1876 to 1948. For your multimodal and speaking and listening activities, you can create 3 presentation slides on PowerPoint or Google Slides to teach a friend about the 3 most common grammar mistakes made on the ACT, and be sure to include examples. This also ties back into your research. You can also go ahead and create a 1-pager of words, phrases, and pictures about the story you read for 20 minutes, and use this rubric to score yourself. So here's the different rubrics, the rubric criteria, excuse me. You can also listen to an NPR audio, which is about Paul Laurence Dunbar's Legacy of Language. This is really excellent. They also have the translated option, so you can read as well. You can, after listening to that, you can say what Dunbar's contributions to language and how it was used in writing, and you can share your thoughts with someone. And lastly, in Glaspell's play, you can watch this production, and you can choose, the director added a scene before the script of the play begins, featuring an actor played by Glaspell herself. Analyze not only the performance of the play, but how the director's creative choices played out. And then you also want to think about these changes. Do they add something to the original script, and how do they help overall contribute to the theme of the play? Like I said last week, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your English teacher. We are here to support you, and we hope that you are all staying safe. We love you, and we hope you guys are doing well. Bye, OKCPS.